The cheater phone apocalypse. He answered my phone and unleashed his secret mistress while I stood there, wine glass in hand, sanity evaporating. Hey, Reddit. Buckle up, because this is going to be the most absurdly epic phone mix-up meltdown you've ever read. I'm posting this from my friend's couch in the middle of the night, still shaking, half drunk on margaritas and rage. Grab popcorn. Popcorn. Prologue. The calm before the clusterfuck. I'm a 28-year-old graphic designer married to Mr. Perfect. Let's call him Ethan for 3 years. By all appearances, we have a fairy tale life. 2 dogs, matching coffee mugs, synced Netflix queues. But beneath the polished Instaglow lurked a festering rot. This weekend, Ethan announced he'd work from home on Saturday. I was ecstatic, extra cuddle time. Saturday morning, he made his famous avocado egg toast while I scrolled TikTok in bed. Our phones were side by side on the nightstand. His sleek black Samsung, my rose gold iPhone. Spoiler alert, that proximity would ignite the biggest domestic apocalypse of my life. Act 1. The phone call that broke reality. Around noon, he nonchalantly grabbed one of the phones and headed to the home office. I waved goodbye. Moments later, curiosity struck. I realized I'd left my phone charging in the kitchen, so I reached over and grabbed my phone, actually his. A mischievous idea popped into my head. What if I call my own number and see who picks up? I dialed. Phone rings, and then click. Ethan, breathily. Hey babe, I miss you already. My stomach dropped into my shoes. I thought maybe he was on a break and bored, but this tone was reserved for someone he idolizes in bed, not his loyal, loving wife. Me, sweetly, playing ignorant, really? You miss me? Ethan, laughing, a rasp in his voice. Of course I do. I was just thinking about. Me, eyes snapping open, interesting. Because you're talking to me on my phone, idiot. I slammed the kitchen door open and stormed back to the office. His face went blank, like a cartoon character who's just realized he swallowed a ghost. Act 2, the unhinged confrontation. I threw the phone on his desk. Me, screaming, explain. Now, Ethan, I thought it was mine. I was just messing around. Me, laughing maniacally, messing around? Babe, you called me babe. And not in an affectionate way. You were bi. He stuttered, but I barreled on. Me, is this about that pastry chef down the street? The one you said was just a friend. Ethan, eyes drooping, her name's Marisol, and we've been talking all week. Me, talking? You've been texting her saucy midnight messages. Don't deny it. He tried to explain. Ethan, it's not what it looks like. Me, cutting him off. Oh, really? You said, I can't wait to feel your lips on me again, and last night was perfect. Perfect what? Perfect betrayal. He sank into his chair. I paced the room like a caged lioness. Ethan, pleading, I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. She's vulnerable. I was helping her. Me, cackling, helping? By sending her flirty vagueness at 2 a.m. Act 3, the evidence hunt. Fueled by adrenaline, I grabbed his laptop. Emails, DMs, screenshots. I devoured them like a ravenous beast. Every good morning text to Marisol, every longing emoji, every midday coffee selfie with flirty captions. My vision blurred. I felt blood pounding in my ears. Then I found the piece de resistance, a shared Google Doc labeled, Our Plan. Went to spill to the wife. Document excerpt. Weekend trip. Frame as workcation. Surprise gift. Jewelry plus weekend getaway. Breakup script. I deserve happiness. My hand shook so badly I could barely scroll. This was clinical, premeditated. Act 4, the unhinged monologue. I confronted him again. Me, voice quivering, half laughing, half crying, so it was all a plan. You're going to drop me like last season's handbag and whisk her away to Bali. Ethan, defeated. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Me, scoffing, carried away. I carried us, our home, our life. You carried secrets. I launched into what can only be described as a Shakespearean rant. Me, you left me for a chef who barely knows how to boil water properly. You sat at this very desk, typing your betrayal, while I was upstairs planning our anniversary. You owe me more than an apology. You owe me my dignity back. He hung his head. My voice cracked. I realized I still loved him, despite the molten betrayal. But love can't fuel a one-way rocket. I grabbed my coat. Me, cold as ice, pack a bag. I'm going to my mom's. You can stay here with your Google Docs of doom. Act V, the aftermath. Here I am, at my mom's place, typing this through tears and tequila. Ethan's been blowing up my phone, my real one this time, begging for forgiveness. He says he'll cut ties with Marisol, that he'll seek counseling, that he never thought he'd lose me. But Reddit, how do you forgive someone who planned your unraveling like a twisted heist? I've blocked his social accounts, but part of me still wants to peek to see if he's really sorry or just sorry he got caught. I'm torn between stabbing him with a fork and stabbing myself for ever trusting him. TLDR, I accidentally grabbed my husband's phone, called my own number, and heard him flirting with another woman. Turns out he and his friend have a full-blown blueprint to leave me. Now he's groveling, and I don't know if I can ever trust him again. So, Reddit, aita for storming the house, digging through his life like a detective, and kicking him out? How do I move past the cheater phone apocalypse without becoming a total rage monster? Edit, wow, this blew up. Thank you for all the support, memes, and therapy referrals. I've got a session booked Tuesday. He's still begging, says he'll delete the doc and block her. I might consider couples therapy, but only if he demonstrates real change. Otherwise, I might just sell my wedding ring and join a midlife crisis car club. Stay tuned. Red Heart. Hashtag Reddit stories, hashtag relationships, hashtag cheating, hashtag drama, hashtag advice please.